Oh, wow. Did we just go live? We are live now, and Sanjay is already here. Boom! In the chat. Amazing, amazing. Akshay is already here. Kushal is already here. Nice. So many people have joined already. Wow, that's amazing. That's so nice. Amazing. Super. So basically, as you read from the thumbnail and from the title, this is a DevOps interview preparation strategy and basically live where you will be learning how to appear for your next DevOps interview, what are things to keep in mind, how to practice, what are questions to do, everything, basically everything. Okay. Amazing. So Ashutosh is saying waiting. Amazing. So if you can hear me, if you can see me, and everything is going amazing, just drop a boom in the chat so that we all are live and we all get to start this amazing session. Let me know if you all are here. Amazing. So Agile Guru is saying good evening. Hi, good evening, Guru. Rohan, hi, bro. Hi, Rohan. Hi, Rahul. Hi, Rakesh. बहुत बढ़िया. Please make a mock interview. Definitely. Maybe towards the end or tomorrow's session, we might have a mock interview as well. Who knows? Amazing. Super. Boom. Oh, I can see people have joined from LinkedIn as well. If you are joining from LinkedIn, there's a button which says repost or post, share. So share it with your friends so that they also get to know some kind of DevOps interview preparation strategies, some kind of DevOps interview tricks, tips, so that they can prepare for their next interview and they get a new job. Many of them got placed this month. So March is one of the golden months of interviews in DevOps. So I want you all to make the best use of it. Amazing. So Rajat is here. Hi, Shubham. So, what are the best ways to learn DevOps for fresher or experienced people? That's a really good question. We will be answering such questions. So, keep your questions towards the end. I was about to say that the moment we cross 100 live viewers, we will start the session, but I can see 100 are already crossed. So, let's not get too greedy and say that 200 pay we can start live. No, no, that's not the case. I'll be starting very soon. Amazing. So Roshan says, sir, I'm a fresher in this field. That's amazing. If you're a fresher, that's the best place to be in because your mind is clear, your mind is empty, and now you can train your mind in the direction where you want to reach. Let's say you want to become a DevOps engineer. So you should know what all things a DevOps engineer does, what are strategies to implement in order to get that job. So that's something that you need to do. Amazing. So Pinky is saying hello, hello, hi. Hi Shubham, got 12 LP as fresher this month joining the company. Oh, so yeah, as I said, this is DevOps interview, that thing, what golden period of interviews. There is a mass hiring going on. So make the best use of this. Congratulations, Rishabh Singh, for getting 12 LPA. Thoda sa de do mujhko, so that I could get something for you all. Nice. Congratulations. I want everyone to congratulate this guy because everyone who gets a job, it's the hard work that counts. So I can imagine the number of rejections he faced, the number of difficulties he faced, he or she, anyone who appears for an interview. And 12 LPA is amazing. Even I did not get 12 LPA as a fresher. Amazing. Superb. Keep working hard, and that's the only way to get ahead in life. Before, yeah, amazing. Everyone is like, congratulations, Rishabh. Also, get in touch with Rishabh so that you can know how a fresher gets such a high package. Okay, amazing. So let's get started. Let's get started, and let me just share my screen so that you will know what all things we will be talking today. Okay. Okay. Nice. Nice. How many of you can see the screen? If you are able to see the screen, let me know in the chat and just write, let's go, let's go, let's go. And the moment you write, let's go, we will be starting off with the session. Let's go. Amazing. Amazing. Okay. Okay. Nice. Superb, superb. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay. So, first of all, first and foremost, understand that clearing an interview is a art, is a skill. Okay. So, when I talk about interview, okay, pardon my handwriting, I should have taken the iPad, but it's fine. If you talk about an interview, first thing you should keep in mind is a 50-50 thing. Okay, 50-50 thing. The way you need a job, the company also needs you. This is you. Okay, this is you, and this is the company. Okay, the way you need a job, the company also needs you. So understand, this is a 50-50 thing. So the fear of interview, that hey, will I be rejected in the interview? What if I stammer? What if I fumble? What if I forgot everything? What if I don't prepare well? It's completely fine, because it's a 50-50 thing. The way you are interested in that job, the company is also interested in hiring you. The company wants the best talent to work with them. So understand, the interviews are 50-50 thing. And with that mindset, let's start with the DevOps interview preparation strategies. So first, understand, whenever you apply for a job, okay, let's do it live. Okay, let's do it live. I'm pretty sure everyone must be posting something on LinkedIn. Oh, I can't see any LinkedIn post. Why are you not sharing? Okay, so understand, whenever you apply for a job, let's take let's apply for a job for DevOps engineer. Okay, let's apply for a job for DevOps engineer. Now, let's take okay, let's take senior DevOps engineer at SailPoint, Maharashtra. Okay, understand understand that what these guys are looking for. Okay, what these guys are looking for, they are looking for someone who can build, maintain a resilient, secure and efficient SaaS platform. Okay, so basically something related to build and maintain they're looking for. So your strategy should be, read the description, the job description which these guys are giving, and according to that description, prepare yourself. Okay, prepare yourself. See, background and experience in 24/7 production operations, experience with cloud infrastructure, preferably AWS. So make sure that you understand which kind of jobs, which kind of technologies are asked in such kind of interviews. Okay, Prometheus, Grafana, AWS, ECS, Jenkins, Argo, Terraform, and things like that. Okay. So you have got an idea about the company, the role, and what all things are required. Now you start your strategy. You start your preparations. Okay. So go one step backwards. Okay. One step backwards. Understand the company first. That the company is, first of all, 50-50 deal. So company equally needs you. And what company needs? AWS. Company needs Terraform. Company needs ECS. Company needs Linux. Company needs Jenkins. So, how, as a candidate, I can provide some value to these people so that they hire me? And is these stack good for me? Are these stacks good for me? So, I am a person who is from GCP and they are requiring AWS. You can simply reject the company because you are someone who is good with AWS, who wants to build your career in AWS. So equally, this company is not for you. Okay, you can think that way as well. So have a mindset, have an attitude that okay, I'm good with some skills, I can upskill and I can go there. And even if I don't want to upskill, or if I don't want to go in that stack, it's completely fine, I can look for another job. Okay, so have a good mindset, have a competitive mindset so that you get a better job. Now coming to the preparation part, understand that these are the required skills and they need you to have some experience on this. How to get an experience? Projects. Okay, you have to make a lot of projects. Okay, and you have to showcase those projects. Okay, you have to showcase those projects. Then you have to it's good to have certifications, but it's completely fine if you don't have any kind of certification. But You should be basically involved in a lot of Terraform, ECS, or Linux or Jenkins kind of things. So your GitHub should reflect this. Your GitHub should reflect that you know how to write Terraform files. You know how to create ECS containers. You know how to write shell scripting or have worked on Linux. You know how to create CI/CD pipelines. So your projects, your GitHub, these should reflect. Your LinkedIn should reflect this. This is the first thing. Okay, first thing. The interview hasn't even started. This is the first thing that you have to make sure. Okay, now let's talk about the interview side. Okay, the what happens in the interview. Let's say you have good projects, you have good GitHub, you have good LinkedIn, you have everything mentioned here. Now let's jump to the interview preparation side. Think that every company wants the best candidate to join them. Okay, every company wants the best candidate to join them. So they will do a telephonic interview, they will try to give you assignments, they will try to give you simple projects, they will try to assess you beforehand, before the interview even starts. So discussion on an offline assignments, on profiles and projects, this generally happens. So make sure that you are ready for a telephonic interview. Okay, telephonic interview. Now, what is a telephonic interview? The HR or the technical team might just call you and they might just ask you to tell about your last project. They might just do that. Now sometimes what happens, we are so much into projects, so much into upscaling and things, we don't know how to communicate, we don't know how to use it, basically appear for a discussion or a telephonic interview, and that's where people make a lot of mistakes. So how to appear in a telephonic interview? Make sure you have good internet, make sure you have a quiet room, make sure you have good or everything is good. Nothing is first impression is your last impression. You should not give a bad impression to the interviewer. So generally they give you telephonic interviews where they don't ask very high end questions or very difficult questions. They don't ask that way. They ask you simple things like, can you describe your last project, or can you describe how you solved a real time issue? Some things like that they give you, and based on that you have to prepare your answer. Okay, prepare your answer. This is the biggest mistake which I did. I was always ready for the interview without even preparing. The HR used to say, tomorrow at 10 a.m. I will call you. And 9:59, I used to come after my shower and say, yeah, 10 a.m. Hello, good morning. No, you have to be prepared for that call. You have to be prepared with your introduction. You have to be prepared with your project, what you are going to speak. Everything should be prepared for a telephonic interview. Be prepared. Be prepared. Second, on offline assignments, generally nowadays what trend is being followed, they give you an assignment. Okay, they give you an assignment, and that assignment can be as simple as create a mini cube cluster with a running Node.js application. Create a K8s cluster with a running application. On based on that, ask you questions. Okay, they will start asking you questions. Now be prepared. Okay, this you have to keep prepared. Okay, there's some internet issue, but it will be fine. Okay, to get such kind of assignments, how to prepare for those assignments? First, keep a question bank ready. Okay, keep a question bank ready. What is a question bank? So whenever we talk about a question bank, it simply means just go for DevOps assignments, and let's say you are appearing for a cognizant interview. Cognizant. Okay. So DevOps assignment, cognizant interview, and you can directly go to Glassdoor and you can check what kind of assignments were given. Okay. So you can go there and continue reading. You can even go here and uh, so you just basically have to research what kind of assignments were given. Okay. Mhm. I think there is something known interview. Okay, go to Glassdoor, go to interviews, and you can read what kind of questions were asked, what kind of assignments were given, and so on. Okay, that is how you keep your question bank ready. Generally, what they ask is challenges, okay, assumptions, code structure, test debug, most challenging project, and why it was complicated. They ask you these kind of questions. Okay, explain any of your most challenging project. So I have one project always ready. Okay, I have one project always ready, and I keep it as a demo project, and I tell that this is most challenging project because it had no monitoring, it has no infrastructure as code, it had no nothing, and I implemented all of these. I keep this prepared for beforehand only. Okay, select one project to explain. Either the interviewer can select or the candidate can select. So never let interviewers select your project. Okay, keep all of your projects in your mind, okay, and on your resume, on your GitHub. Okay, so that is how you grow. So these kind of things are asked. Okay, so you, if you want, you can take a screenshot of this, that which kind of assignments or which kind of projects are asked. If you don't want to take a screenshot, I'm pretty sure there are people who have the access to this basically sheet. So I can see a lot of people have the access to this sheet. Everything sheet everything is in the description. Okay, is everyone clear with the assignment part? That they will ask you, they will give your their own challenges. So for example, I was interviewing for a Bangalore based company, and they gave me a challenge for a basically CI/CD pipeline. And that challenge was basically done by me long time back. You must have seen the video of To Do app, Django CI/CD with GitHub webhooks. So that was done already, and I could easily clear that interview, and that's how it happened. So keep your projects handy. Okay, I hope everyone is going well. Okay, network issue. Okay, that's yeah, network. It's a part of life. Okay, so second thing, keep your projects handy. Okay, keep your projects handy. One very amazing thing which I saw was I'll show you. It was basically this thing. Nasiullah. Yesterday only we talked on YouTube. So if you go to Nasiullah's profile, if you go down here, and if you go to projects, if you go to projects, you can see this guy has given a link to his project. So keep these links handy. You can see he has made the CI/CD on AWS cloud. He has kept everything here. Okay, line by line, beautiful project. So this way, keep everything handy, keep everything ready. First of all, so projects handy, question banks ready. Be prepared for the telephonic interview. These interview has not even started. These are the prerequisite that you should be having. How many of you will now keep a demo kind of script or demo kind of thing prepared in their mind for a telephonic interview? How many of you will have projects handy, or how many of you will have question bank ready? If you want the question bank, I have all of the questions given here. You can just go in the description and get this document. I'm here to help you only. Okay. So, how many of you have understood that before even the interview starts, you have to keep these things ready? How many of you understood? Nice. I can see a few of them raising the hands. Smile TV says me. Amazing. Great, great, great. Okay. Nice, nice. Amazing, amazing. So, these projects which you keep handy, the interviewers will have a look, and based on that they will assess you. Okay, that is very important. Okay, nice, nice, nice. Amazing. Nishant Kumar says please share this document. If you can see the description, I have already shared. So yeah, amazing. So, good that you all are so Gopal is saying that he has also put the link. Amazing, good. So now The first stage is clear, that you are now confident that okay, if they give you offline assignment, if they ask me about my projects in a telephonic interview, I know. Okay, I know. Kya hal bhaiya ji? Smile please. Your smile is amazing. Yeah, thank you so much. Okay. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. Okay, amazing. So, discussion of offline assignment, projects, and profile. Make sure you have done this part. Make sure this part is clear in your mind. Now, as we read, most of the companies are working on AWS, and they want you all to be, good with the basics of AWS cloud, even the advanced part. Okay. So let's see what all type of questions are asked. So basics, they ask what are types of services have you used before, what are IAM roles, because nowadays companies are focusing on security. So IAM, KMS, key management service, key rotation, and all these things, secrets manager. So these kind of things are asked in the interviews. Okay. So this kind of security thing you should be preparing first. Okay. So, and every line you say should add value. For example, if they ask you what kind of contribution you made in your last project. So in my last project, I saw there were some security vulnerabilities. The passwords were not correctly managed. So I used AWS Secret Manager to manage all these passwords. I used IAM roles, proper access policies in order to get all these services correctly and securely accessible. So even that line adds a lot of value to the company, saying that ki, okay, this particular learner or this particular candidate is aware that there are security problems, security issues, and he or she knows how to tackle them. So keep a good eye on IAM roles, security policies, and how you manage them. Okay. One of the most asked question is how do you upgrade or downgrade a system with zero downtime? So you can manage replica, you can talk about different types of deployment, in place, blue, green. So you can talk about that as well. Okay. What is infrastructure as code? How do you use it? So if you're talking about AWS, so it's good to mention Terraform, but it's always good to mention Cloud Formation, because Cloud Formation is the infrastructure as code for AWS. So think, if the company is using primarily AWS services, so it will be most likely they will be using everything on AWS. So make sure that you are well versed with AWS services. Okay. So yeah, what is a load balancer? They generally ask about load balancer. I've seen a lot of questions on load balancer. For example, types of load balancer in AWS. They ask a lot. Application, network, and all these kind of things. So application, network, load balancer. So they ask a lot about this. Okay. So keep these easy questions prepared. They will ask about security, they will ask about infrastructure provisioning, they will ask about load balancer, auto scaling. So these things now you should be well prepared. कि यार interview में if they ask such things, you are ready with an answer. Also maybe ready with the project as well. So the entire conversation, the entire live session is about only one thing, that interview is a 50-50 deal. They want to hire the best talent which is useful for their company. You want to get a good company so that your skills are being used. Okay. So you have to match them, read about their job description, understand their pain points, understand that people are dealing with a lot of issues related to data, related to security, related to cost optimization. Put all these things in your resume, put all these things in your interview. If you say that I helped my company to reduce the cost by 40% by using serverless architecture, that is like amazing, because you are kind of saving their money, you're kind of saving their cash, and that is why they will invest in you a lot. Okay. So these all are the strategies which you have to use. Now people will say I don't know how to get an interview first. So for that you have to prepare your resume well, you have to keep applying well, you have to understand when are there openings, apply for referrals, and that's a different story. But I think you should be good with the common problems. Okay, common problems companies face. Okay, companies face. So common problems companies face, first is security, then you have infra, okay, then you have scalability. One of the most common problem which companies are facing is monitoring. Okay, monitoring. So if you know services like Prometheus, Grafana, Datadog, this adds a lot of value in your interview, because DevOps is something companies are adopting very recently. So they don't know such things. And if you're there to add value like monitoring, infrastructure as code, scalability, things like that, they will hire you like that only, because they want talented people for their company. How many of you are enjoying the session? How many of you are finding value in the session? Please let me know. So someone is asking, is this session recorded? Please, yes, it will be recorded. Okay, how many of you are finding value in this session? If you are, please let me know in the chat so that I can continue doing such sessions. Nice. Okay, so someone says very interesting, thank you so much. Can you share the recording of this session? Okay, this is streamed live on YouTube. I really hope YouTube doesn't remove this, but it will be kept live. Okay, it will be kept recording. Don't worry at all. Okay, very helpful. Yes, finding value by notes and Q&A valuable, amazing, best as always. Oh, thank you so much. This means a lot to me. Thanks a lot. Okay, nice, nice, nice. Okay, so what are the next steps? You have now good confidence in your telephonic interview. You have good confidence in the problems you are going to solve saying in your interview, because company is looking for you because they need you, right? How will you make sure that they don't hire someone better than you? And that's where the entire game plays a role. That's where community building happens. Have a unique story to tell. For example, batch 3 of DevOps Zero to Hero just started, and I asked these people to create groups and do group study. Now, whenever you do a group study, generally group study, they are living, across cities and regions. So what they do, they connect on a Zoom or a Meet call, and then they study. Think of it like a remote job scenario. Okay, you can plot a story that I had a few of my friends who were enthusiast DevOps engineers, and we used to troubleshoot real time problems. That is the most important thing in DevOps, troubleshooting. Okay, so many of you asked me ki bhaiya, how to troubleshoot. Okay, how to troubleshoot. Now, generally, whenever I take lectures, I make sure to include all of the errors in the videos itself. But in case I'm not able to do that, because sometimes I want to keep things flowing, get in touch with a buddy, get in touch with a accountability partner or a learning partner, so that they get some kind of issues and you get on a call and you troubleshoot that. Generally, DevOps engineer does like that only. They get on a call with a developer, they ask the developer, okay, what is going wrong, what is the problem, and then they troubleshoot. If you have a simulation like that, if you do community based learning, that is the best way to learn troubleshooting, because no one will be giving you errors for free. Okay, no one will be giving you errors for free until and unless you go to a company and you work from them, and then you get errors. So the more errors you solve, the better you become at troubleshooting. How many of you can understand this? And if this makes sense, just put a let's go in the chat or put a boom in the chat, so that I get to know that you have got the idea how to do troubleshooting things. Get on a call with people, let them do mistakes, let them make mistakes, and you will be there to solve those mistakes. Let's say you are not able to solve, get another person involved. And that is how you work as a community, that is how you work as a team. and that will help you in your next interview. Let me know if this is a good. And yeah, also get a good mentor. That's absolutely correct, that you should have a good mentor in life, because they will guide you, they will tell you the scenarios which you can't see. Maybe you have a very good potential of cracking fang companies or cracking top product based companies. You can't see that because you don't know your own potential, but your mentor will allow you to look inside yourself, that hey, you're good with these skills, you're good with Terraform, you're good with Kubernetes. If you're good with these two popular tools, why not apply in a better company? So that is where mentor guides you. Mentor will tell you what all mistakes you don't have to make, because making a mistake and learning from them is good, but learning from someone else's mistake and saving that time is even better. So that's why I get a mentor. That's true. Amazing. Earthquake, boom. Amazing. If you find value in this session, do share it on LinkedIn, do share it on your groups, and get some people to work with you. Okay, this troubleshooting, monitoring, and things like that, this doesn't happen overnight. You need people. Okay, this doesn't happen individual. So have always a attitude of collaboration. Okay, always collaborate. Okay, even in errors, even in solutions, even in learnings, everything collaborate. Why? Because your collaboration, let's say your friend who has given an interview, you can ask them, hey, what kind of questions were asked, can you share me the question bank which you have prepared? And that is how you get more questions, that is how you prepare even better. So every minute I am giving you a strategy for your interview preparation. Okay. Every minute I am giving you a strategy. If someone is making a note of these strategies, just keep a note and share it with the community, because I have not written everything, but whatever I tried to, formulate, I have written in this sheet. Okay. I hope everyone is enjoying the session. I hope everyone has a good productive weekend. A mentor who can ask edge cases which you may not have considered. That's true. That's true. Nice. Bro, I wanted to enroll in batch 3. Can I enroll now? You have missed a lot of things in batch 3. Obviously, you can enroll, but you will be missing out on a lot of things. But yeah, anyways, all of the recordings will be available. So even if you have missed, no worries. I'll be teaching you. That's completely fine. Amazing. Also, yes, there is a new batch starting. So if you go to train, I think I've put the links here only. So if you go down here, okay, there is a English live cohort starting next month. So if you click on this, it will redirect you to this amazing website which I built. I tried. Okay, so you can basically go here and you can see what all things you will be learning: Linux with shell scripting, Git and GitHub Advanced, Docker, Swarm, Jenkins, YAML, Kubernetes, Python. Everything you will be learning. If you want, you can download the brochure and understand. By the way, the reason why I'm talking in English, because this is English batch 1, the first ever English batch of DevOps 0 to Hero. So if you want to be a part, go for it. So this is what all things you will be learning. And yeah, the batch starts 8th April and will go till end of May, evening 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. You will get all of the details here. Okay, don't. So yeah, if anyone who has missed in a Hindi batch, they can join the English batch as well. Okay, nice. So yeah, design thinking, Terraform, let's cover in tomorrow's session. So I the same session which we had today, right now, it will be covered tomorrow as well. So I think it's already 34 minutes. I can continue for some more time. But if you want, we can continue tomorrow as well. Okay. Tomorrow as well, we can continue. Okay. Nice. I hope you all are drawing some kind of value out of these sessions, because can you share some strategy to prepare? Okay. Oh, okay. You have a series of questions. So I did not see. I have an online test of a company on 28th March. Can you share some strategies to prepare? Amazing. Okay, nice. Let's do it live. Let's do it live. So, I am in a situation that today is 25th, okay? And I have a online test on 28th for a company. Now, first mistake which generally people do, take these 3 days, 26th, not 3, just 2 days, 27th, and they will put their heart and soul in preparing on these 2 days. Okay? That is one of the biggest mistake. If you are someone who is looking out for a job, if you are someone who is preparing for a job, why are you giving yourself just 2 days to prepare? Be prepared 365 days. Be prepared in such a way that even if tomorrow there is an interview, you are ready, so that you don't go through a lot of pressure in these 2 days. Because I'll tell you what happens honestly. Even I have been here. I have an interview day after tomorrow and don't do anything before, and one day before I just go through all of the interview questions. People on LinkedIn keep sharing 200 interview questions you should prepare before interview. So they overload themselves, they pressurize themselves. Instead, what you should be doing, prepare for 365 days. Okay. Prepare for 365 days. Every day you should strive to improve. Every day you should be adding some skills to your bag, some skills to your resume. Every time you add a skill, create a project out of it, clear out the basics, post it as a blog. Okay, post it as a blog, post it on LinkedIn, add it to your LinkedIn about section. Do everything in your hand so that you are already prepared for that interview. So Gaurav, if you have a interview which is coming in 2 days, and if you're not prepared for 365 days, one hack is just get to know this company. Let's say I am preparing for a company known as, I'm not able to recall any company. Wow. Let's take something. Ooh, I can't recall company. So ThoughtWorks. Okay, ThoughtWorks, DevOps, interview questions. Okay. Now understand that whatever company you have, be well prepared about that company and what all things happen in that company. Let's say ThoughtWorks DevOps engineer interview questions. Okay, continue with Google. Okay, nice. Okay, so DevOps engineer interview questions are, so people don't get any offer, they have negative experience, they have difficult interview. Oh my god. Okay, so someone had an easy interview. Continue reading. Okay, 3 to 4 interviews about internal culture and qualities to take in count to the role. Interviewers have really good mood, but the process is oriented to ghosting. Oh, so read more about the company as well. Okay, and you can go for these questions as well. Okay, most recent. Go for the most recent ones. People generally don't get any offer in this company. Okay, because ThoughtWorks is a company which is quite difficult to crack. I have given the interview, I could not crack. Okay, I applied, interview process took 2 weeks, very comfortable. See this phone screening with HR followed by task to complete. How many of you got an idea whatever I said since first minute of this video? They have phone screening, they have a offline task. If the solution is accepted, then only interview happens. So it's very important to prepare the telephonic interview. This is something which everyone misses. Okay, so yeah, and coming back to the question which Gaurav asked, so yeah, research more about the company, research more about your interviewer, get the profile of your interviewer from LinkedIn. कि LinkedIn पे what that interviewer is sharing. Sometimes in your mail, the interviewer's mail ID is given. get the name, research about that interviewer and things like that. Okay. So yeah, so it's my first time I'm giving telephonic or some kind of interview, but it's first time. It's completely fine. So if it's first time, it's even better. So first time, generally, whatever happens, it's a eye opener that okay, I am not prepared for this thing. Now I will start preparing for this. So this is how you basically go for your first times with the mindset that even if I don't clear it, I'll get something to take away. Okay, something to take home, so that this helps for my next interview. So have that attitude. Okay, nice. I have completed all syllabus, so can you add me in your community? Hey, everyone who helps out each other is a part of our community. So there is nothing like you have to fill a form and you have to come through this door in order to get inside our community. No. Everyone who is willing to help, everyone who is willing to add value to each other's life is a part of Train with Shubham community. Okay, so you just have to help people. That's all. Okay, that's all. Thanks a lot. Nice. So in first interview, nobody can clear right. That's not true. That's not true. Many of the people I've seen, they have cleared in their first attempt because they have mentally prepared. They have prepared for 365 days. They have been well prepared. The company needed those skills. They had these skills. They had good communication skills, and they have got the job interview. But what I'm trying to say, even if you don't clear on the first interview, don't get disheartened. There's a line of companies waiting for you. Okay, so do that's it. I can also add some more tips. Yeah, definitely. Let's do it tomorrow, Guru, if it's fine, because it's already 41 minutes. Uh, okay, so let's do it. Or maybe let's take this for 10 more minutes. Okay, where is the screen? Okay, just give me 1 minute. I'll just add you to the call. But it's already 42 minutes, so let's. Okay, nice. Okay, nice. Okay. Anyone who has got any value from this session can definitely share it with their friends. And before even sharing, start implementing. Okay, start implementing all these strategies, start implementing these things so that you get to, experiment things better. Okay, and the earlier you implement all these strategies, the lesser damage you will basically be doing in your career. But it's always good to make mistakes. Okay, go for it, go make mistakes and learn from them. But yeah, these are some strategies. I feel confident since I joined batch 3. Amazing, good, 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 nice. I've been a part of cloud assessment team. Is it good to switch to DevOps? Yeah, you can switch to DevOps. Yeah, definitely you can. Tomorrow I'm coming to Mumbai. Any chances to meet you? I am not in Mumbai. If you come to Pune, definitely we will be meeting. Okay, definitely it's a valuable session. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. So yeah, it's already 45 minutes. So we have Guru with us. So some tips related to interview, technical interview. Let's keep it technical. Okay. Hello, Guru. How are you?
Good, sir. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much. Amazing, amazing. So some people who would like to have some tips from your side.
Okay. Obviously, you need to have be technical for sure. There are some other things which I will cover.
Yeah.
You have covered, I would say, 90-95% or even 100% most probably. I'll give you some tips. Can you confirm if you can see me properly?
Proper. Everything
Okay,
is good.
good. Uh, One thing is, this is especially for online interviews, not going to a place to get interviewed. Make sure that your background and the way You're presenting yourself itself also matters, not only your technical skills. For example, don't have colored hair. Even if the company don't care, please dress properly. If the company is bit formal, don't go in a t-shirt. Don't, because that's not a good idea. Number two, if you are going into, for example, look at Shubham here. He has a very good background picture of stones. Fine. Make sure that you don't show something which is embarrassing. For example, your chaddis and banyans should not be visible in the background. If you, for example, in my case, I have a proper background, so it's not that bad. It's just a window, and it's quite a professional one. But if you don't have one, maybe sit behind a wall and make sure that you're looking like this. Don't go like this, and please don't log in from a mobile. Please don't log in from a mobile. It's a very bad idea. It shows that you are lazy and that you didn't have a proper connection and you're not prepared. That creates a very bad impression. And also don't be in a very dark place. And if I can hardly see your face, there may be a thinking that this guy is dodgy and someone else is also giving interviews. So these are some of the tips, especially for online people. I hope this makes.
Yeah. That adds a lot of value, because the way you present represents that how you will be behaving or how you will be there in their company.
Yeah.
So if you are unprofessional on the day one,
Hmm.
it indicates that this guy is a unprofessional guy, and
Hmm.
this he or she will be behaving like this only for the rest of the time.
Exactly,
So
exactly. If
that
you're
builds
coming
that.
in such a bad way on the interview, how would you do it during client interviews or projects or with the team people? No, that's and so and for example, if on a normal day you, for example, thank God, Shubham has a very good beard. I don't. So then I would rather shave or at least trim myself properly, look like taken bath or something like that. That would be a good tip to do. And for example, if you get the free T-shirt from Train with Shubham, please don't do it on an interview day. Don't. It's a very bad idea. Don't put anything too brandy. And don't put hoodies and all. Please don't put a T-shirt like this one. With, for example, if it's something like this which shows the logo, don't put a plain t-shirt which doesn't show anything. Be neutral. Put on the specs, and please smile. Not like no, not like that. Nice smile, right? Don't look like a clown, and show enthusiasm.
Correct.
Don't, you should not like, okay, he's going to ask me some question and I'm going to do number two. No, don't do that. So be smile, be confident. That's also matters a lot.
That's correct. One thing also which I found interesting, the first question which they ask you, tell me about yourself. That seems like a driving question. If
Hmm.
you somehow, don't answer that question properly, the interview gets driven from the interviewer's side. So
Exactly.
sometimes I've also seen, like, for example, I've prepared well on Terraform,
Hmm.
so, or maybe some kind of monitoring tool. So
Hmm.
in my introduction only, I have slightly, teased about that. That
Hmm.
hey, hello, I'm Shubham. I've worked for the
Hmm.
past 4 years for a company where I learned more of monitoring Terraform practices, and I would continue to do so. In such a way,
Hmm.
I basically teased that,
Hmm.
hey, please ask me questions related to monitoring, please ask me questions
Hmm.
related to Terraform.
Hmm.
And that has added a lot of value, because I am prepared well for that. Let's say
Hmm.
someone is asking, tell me about yourself, when you directly say everything that is present in your resume, then he will just read your resume only, or now he
Yeah.
will ask his own questions.
Yeah. And also, one thing I would say is don't say which is irrelevant to the role.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Tell me about yourself. Sir, I'm very good with camera and taking photographs. What this has to do with role? No. If this is a Canon, if you're doing for Canon, then you can make up a story. So even though I'm coming for a DevOps, I'm more of a Nikon guy, not a Canon guy. Don't say that. Don't say, sir, I love DSLR. And if they ask, they say, well, at that time I found Nikon to be better. Maybe I'll switch to a Canon when my partner or my family let me buy it. But make it, don't be tensioned off, right?
Correct.
And by the way, if someone is asking any questions, let me know. Okay, it is routed to me. And
Definitely.
other tip would be also to be gender neutral
Hmm.
always. When you say my team member, fine. Don't say he or she. Don't.
Hmm.
Be very gendered because they will see whether this person works with he or she both. For
Correct.
example, say, give me an example where you added value. I would say this person. I don't want to say he or she. You say it like that. He or she, and was not performing, and I took him or her on the side and said, hey, by the way, it looks like you are not performing to a good level. Maybe you want to look into this one, so that you improve very quickly. So that's one of the things, and also be make a story, as you mentioned, Shubham. Make
Hmm.
a story. Don't, and star is of course situation, task, and results is what matters. For example, don't say I created CI/CD pipeline. I say CI/CD pipeline where initially co- commit to prod was taking 2 hours. If we want, we can do it in 20 minutes. Of course, the 20 minutes out of which only 10 minutes were smoke testing done by the QA team, which I had control. I wanted to do more automation, but because of the compliance and is visual, we could not do it. And we
Correct.
use the methods or blue green. Just don't say we did a CI/CD. Tell some of strategies you either did it yourself or which is being used. Some
Hmm.
technical terms also is very very useful.
Nice. These are a lot of tips. These are a lot of good strategies which anyone can use, and they can have these things. Every day they can prepare about it,
Hmm.
and that's how you get ahead in life. You have to
Hmm.
be prepared. So even there was one guest, Tosif. He mentioned that work-life balance. There's something in between which is called preparation. If you
Hmm.
prepare for work, if you prepare for life, you will definitely go ahead. So yeah,
Hmm.
let's take so also Guru, there will be one more session tomorrow at the
Hmm.
same time. So currently it's almost 11, so
Hmm.
but there will be a session tomorrow at 10 where
Hmm.
I'll be taking things like how I improve my communication skills, how to clear technical and managerial rounds,
Hmm.
also HR related things, and most of the things which I missed from the questions will be
Hmm.
taken tomorrow. So yeah, maybe I'll be seeing you tomorrow as well.
Yeah.
Awesome. Did you have a session today? I
Yeah.
could not attend today's session.
Yeah. At 3 o'clock. Yes. At
Oh,
3:30. Yeah.
okay. So
It
just
was to do with GitHub projects. Maybe should I send you the link for that so that other people can visit? Give me 1 minute.
I
I can
think
send
I have it. So on
the
your channel,
working with
you
agile
have
mindset. Yeah, number one, first one.
oh, okay, okay, okay. Working on an agile mindset using GitHub projects to work efficiently. Okay, this
Yeah.
is good.
It uses go to round about 50, go to last 30 minutes first because you know agile far better. If you click somewhere, yeah, somewhere there. Let's see. It uses GitHub projects and how to use GitHub projects.
Oh,
Yeah, this
nice,
one.
nice.
Yeah, this one. And it's a free tool and which can help you a lot. And you don't have to spend on Jira or Redmine or Azure DevOps. No. And if you are already using GitHub, you can, this will be very easy, especially as you mentioned, if you are having a group of people together,
Hmm.
right? If you're having a group of people together, this is the best way to collaborate. मैं ये करता हूँ, you do this, I'll do that, and then you can see the progress. And if you are stuck, you can change also the what you say, dynamics of it. You can add column, more, and estimation. Means it's a
Sim-
very good tutorial. Yeah, exactly. So that is
Wow.
one of the ways to do it. So ask them to view it, and if they have questions, they can ask you or me. It's not a big deal. I'm always available to help people. Say, for
That's
example,
really, really good. Really good. I'll definitely have a look. So yeah, everyone should at least know these things so that they can use them in the next interview or in real
yeah,
life.
and don't be the normal person. Differentiate yourself. See,
Got it.
as they mentioned, right? Sometimes decisions, it's always a number game. If you're not selected, don't get disheartened. I'll
Hmm.
give you one number. When I applied for a role at Goldman Sachs, it was only one position,
Hmm.
right? I didn't apply. Agency called me, of course. The number of people who were shortlisted, means whose CV were gone, were 234,
Oh.
234, out of which 110 something were shortlisted, right?
Yeah.
And then after first round and second round, 90 were gone.
Hmm.
And at the last round, only me and one more person were remaining.
Hmm.
This is where we had to go to the managing director. And sometimes you have to be very articulate with your answer.
That's
I'll
true.
take one. Should I take 1 or 2 minutes? I think we have 2 more minutes, right?
Definitely, definitely we
Yeah.
can. Oh, we I can definitely extend for you.
Okay.
And
So for example, that lady asked me, why do you want this role? I'll tell you the context so that you will understand why I gave that answer. As Indians, we have this bad reputation or bad thinking of giving long answers. Don't do that. Keep it kiss. Keep it short, simple, short and simple. So yeah, why do you want this role? Said, who doesn't want to work for Goldman Sachs? It's an excellent project. It's in a technology I know, but the business area I have not worked for, equities and derivatives, I have not worked for. So it's an excellent opportunity for me to learn. That's from a professional point of view.
hmm,
But this building is literally 3 minutes walk from the train station, where from the train station, I get a direct train to my home, and from my home, it's only 1 minute walk. So even if I leave at 7:30, I will be home by 8:25 to have my dinner. So even if I spend a couple of hours more, I'll still be at
wow,
home to reach home and
wow,
still have my dinner and don't get shut and still keep my family happy.
that is
Now,
really nice. Yeah.
yeah, right now, this answer has two or three things in sentence. Number one, why don't I want to work for Goldman Sachs? Number one, amazing technology. I have not worked in technology. Technology I know. So you are good. Number two is you're telling
More
work life
than
is important for me, family life. But even now, it's only 3 minutes, so I can be that stretch about a little bit, go there, take the train, and then go. So that way, you're telling I'm happy to do extra hours, but still I want to go and have dinner with my family. So my work life is important, and they're saying that even if you go home at 8:30, you'll be happy to stay. Now, Goldman Sachs is known for extra hours of working,
hmm.
and I got the job. And also she asked me, "Do you have any other plans?" I said, "Tomorrow I'm doing an interview with Deutsche Bank."
Hmm. Oh,
Yes. And she said, "In what?" I said, "Technology is the same. It's in the same division." So whose team is it? Do you know? I said, I think it was X. I don't want to take his surname, so it's not a good idea. I said XYZ person. Ah, okay. And then finished. It started at 7:30 in the morning on that day, and it finished at 7:30 evening that day. Continuous
Oh,
with only half an hour's break. 10 rounds of interviews, by the way.
oh,
That's how it goes. And seven is technical, three is behavioral, and one is by the managing director. That one. So she was the last to take. And the only thing is at 12 o'clock, they will say whether you are going or not. And after that, only at the end, you will know whether you're taken or not. That's it. Right. And then I finished it. I was absolutely exhausted. And then, and she said, "Oh, by the way, your train is in 8, 9 minutes." I said, "Oh, thank you for that. I'll go out. I really enjoyed it. I'm just going to add one more Coke to it, and maybe I'll have a smoke and then go home." It was a really enjoying one, and I quit. By the time I reached my home, I had a voicemail saying that I got the job. Normally, Goldman Sachs takes 2 weeks to get back to you.
wow.
And the person who called me told that she has requested not to go to the Deutsche Bank interview. Yeah, and I got the role. So your explanation has to be small. Don't give too much big answer. As I mentioned, kiss,
Keep it short and simple.
short and simple. बस इतना बताओ कि उनको और क्यूरियोसिटी हो जाए, ज्यादा भी खोलने का नहीं. So that's
Correct.
that is a very good tip I can understand. And be contextual. Don't say, "Sir, by working here, I can go home soon because the train station is here." You won't get the job. No.
That's
So
correct.
that's one good tip I would say. And this has nothing to do with your technical skills. It's
Mm.
all about being prepared, as you mentioned. It's being prepared and to create a connection. Yeah. It should be a two-way traffic. As you mentioned, it's a 50-50. They also want a good person. And by the way, the person who they said no was far more qualified than me. Yeah. But he has written some books also. But
Wow.
the thing is, yes, but he or she did not get the job because he talked his mouth out and he said something and he didn't get the job. So remember, I'm not trying to be pedantic here or boasting about it. It's the way you talk, and and also create a connection. That is very, very important. And don't get desperate.
Mm.
Remember,
Yes.
two out of 234, you getting a job is very hard thing to do. Yes. And the good thing is there is a lot of background also. For example, um, I used to work for Fidelity, Citibank, Credit Suisse before that. So
Mm.
that background matters a lot. This is not for freshers, obviously, for
Mm.
experienced people, right? So I had that experience. So they know that he has worked for some of the big investment banks. And at that time, 30% of all transaction of Fidelity was executed by Goldman Sachs. So I had 6 years experience with Goldman Sachs, sorry, Fidelity. So of course they would love to 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 have something. Why? Yeah. So that's what I
So
can
many
spend
things
maybe.
to know. I
Yeah.
think if you want, we can continue tomorrow as
Yeah.
well. At the same
Yeah.
time, we will be having
Yeah. Sure.
this. So basically, I've started this small series of
Hmm.
DevOps interview preparation strategies.
Ah.
So everyone has interview questions. Everyone knows that the question will be asked: write a Terraform script
Hmm.
to do these things. What are modules? What are roles in Ansible? Everyone knows this. But
Hmm.
what kind of strategies or what kind of tips to know? That is something I have taken an initiative and started. So if you all liked the initiative and got some value out of it, just give a like on this video and share it to a friend so that they could learn something new from this video and it helps for their next interview.
Yeah.
So
And Shubham bhai, do you mind if I put my channel's link on the chat window?
definitely, I'll do it right now.
Okay.
Just give me 1 minute. I'll do it right now on the chat. So definitely check out Guru's channel where he talks about DevOps, IAC, cloud, and so many things. And yeah, I think we very nice tips. Thank you so much. Okay, boom, amazing. So yeah, 1 hour session. Oh my god, I have to take a morning session for batch 3 tomorrow.
Yes, I know you're busy.
Yeah, so
Good.
I'll
And also, if you want me to help in other ways, let me know. Uh,
definitely, definitely.
and ask people to reach out to you, and then you can refer them to me, so that,
Surely.
or they can ping me directly also. It's not a big thing. Uh, to just let people know, please be aware of the timings. Please don't ping me at 9 o'clock in the morning India time. It'll be 4:30 here in the morning. I have seen some people sending me messages at 4:30. Okay, even though I'm awake, please don't. Um, uh, it's family time at 4 o'clock in the morning, and my reading time, and the discipline I have to study and do things matters a lot. I do spend the time with the community a lot, but 2 3 hours of myself study and chit chatting with Shubham and other people, and preparing for the day takes a bit of time, and of course my family and the lovely coffee from my wife. So,
So nice. Always good to talk to you, Guru. And I'll see you very soon. Amazing. Amazing. So, yeah, I will see you soon. Thank you so much for all those tips. Thank you so much for always motivating us. Thanks. Thanks, Guru. Okay. So there are a lot of people saying awesome and useful session. Thank you both. Thanks a lot. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you got some value out of this. If you did, definitely share it with your friends. Share it on LinkedIn. Share it on any platform you like. The reason why I'm asking you to share is it will help someone who is preparing for an interview. If they get a job, if they somehow cleared that interview or somehow got that motivation, that will add a lot of value in others life, because they will be sharing their experience with you, and somehow if you give out in the public, it somehow comes back. So it's the love that I'm giving you all, and that is somehow reaching me. And yeah, maja aya, everyone is happy, amazing. So we will have, if we have good amount of response on this video, we will be having same kind of video tomorrow as well. Okay, keep continuing every day. Definitely, I'll try my best. Definitely, I'll try my best. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much. So even if I'm talking in English, two things which can't be compromised. People who know only English, always remember, हेलो दोस्तों, आपका स्वागत है ट्रेन विद शुभम चैनल पे, which means हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू ट्रेन विद शुभम चैनल. एंड यहां तक वीडियो को देखने के लिए धन्यवाद. देखते रहिए ट्रेन विद शुभम चैनल. थैंक्स फॉर वाचिंग दिस. यू हैव टू डिकोड इट योरसेल्फ. I will see you all in the next video. Bye. Good night.